Hi, folks. Hey, just wanted to share something to think about. There's a parable. I really love this. It's about candles in a closet, and it was set in the Northwest where we often get storms that knock the power grid off, and we all go dark for a while. And just such a night storm, lightning, thunder, lights went out. Man said, "Oh," got up out of his chair and fumbled his way through the house in the dark, and he found the closet where they keep the candles for such a night like that. And as he was pulling out a candle, he found a box of matches and he lit it and he said, "Okay, here we go." And he lit the candle, and just as he was turning to go out of the closet, he heard a voice. And the voice said, "Don't take me out there." And the man was a little bit freaked out by it. And he said, "Well, who's that? In fact, what is that?" And he heard the voice again. "It's me, the candle." And he held the candle up and he saw this little tiny face, eyes and a nose and a mouth and cheeks. And it was moving and it was talking to him. And it said, "I'm not ready to go out there. I don't know what to do. I'm just not prepared." And he said, "I don't want to go out into the dark. It's scary." And so the man said, but you're a candle. That's your job. Your job is to go out and shine brightly in the world." And the candle said, I don't care. I'm not going out there." And so the man said, "All right." And he puffed his cheeks and was going to blow it out. And he said, I'll just use another candle." And he went, and just as he was about ready to blow out the candle, the other voices from the rest of the candles chimed in and said, "We're not going out there either." One said, I'm scared of the dark. I'm afraid it'll make me go dark too." And another candle said, "Well, I'm not prepared. I don't know how to shine brightly." Another candle said, "Well, my job is to sing and to make other candles feel encouraged." And in fact, that candle had this melodic voice and just started singing, "This little light of mine." And all the other candles started joining in and singing, "This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine." And pretty soon the guy said, "I'm so frustrated. I'm going to go get a flashlight." And so he blew out the candle and stuck it back on the shelf. And I tell you this story because there's irony in it, right? As Jesus followers, we are called to be light in the world, and yet more often than not, we cloister together and we will shine brightly in the closet. We'll shine brightly, in our own homes, but when we get out into the world, nobody could tell us from anybody else. We look like, act like, think like everybody else in the world. Jesus said in Matthew the 5th chapter, he said that we, talking about his followers, "You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill can't be hidden. Neither do men light a lamp and put it under a bushel, but they put it on a stand, and it shines unto all that are in the house. Even so, let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven." I find this passage pretty amazing because Jesus said, "We are the light." We're the light. And people see something in us that draws them to him. And so my question for all of us as followers of Jesus is, are we shining brightly? Or are we a little bit more like the candles that are hiding in the closet so that nobody will see us, so that we don't feel afraid, so that we don't feel like we're going to get contaminated, so that we don't feel like maybe we don't know what we're doing? I believe that Jesus created you and me to shine brightly. And so how are we doing that? How are you doing that? Do people look at you and see something different? Do people look at you and find encouragement? Do they find hope? Do they find a sense of value and worth? Are you presenting a picture that points away from yourself and points to the one who made you light? Nelson Mandela, a bunch of years ago, said this, and I've always really loved this quote. He said, "Our deepest fear isn't that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It's our light and not our darkness that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be? Brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are we not to be? We are children of God. Our playing small doesn't serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around us. We were meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that's within us. And it's not just in some of us, but it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. What Mandela, I think, was saying is that we are the light of the world. As children of God, we were intended to make a difference. We were intended to light up the darkness. We were intended to help other people see the way. And so my question, my hope, is that you will be thinking today and the days to come about how you can allow your light to shine. Just something to think about.